all I've ever wanted to be is an urban legend. I say my whole life, all I've ever wanted to be is an urban legend. Becoming an urban legend is simple. When you want to become an urban legend, you start out by sitting at home alone on a Friday night, doing your best to not think about all your friends out roaming the city, clubbing, drugging, strolling through art galleries featuring earth tone paintings or famous sports photographs such as Mary Lou Retton in the 1984 Olympics, friends laughing, learning, while you, the still not yet an urban legend, sit at home alone on a Friday night, feeling like a bottom feeder down at the dark depths of the popularity food chain, reading a book you've already read 5 times, doing your best to not think about all those friends out having a much better time than you, as you take off your clothes, wash your face, brush your teeth, dig a Q-tip for your ear, recalling the countless occasions when parents, priests, doctors, teachers, all of them telling you it's not a good idea to stick a Q-tip too far in your ear because you could burst your eardrum or any number of other god-awful health risks. But there you are alone on a Friday night, still not yet an urban legend, digging a Q-tip, which is not really an official Q-tip, more like some flimsy generic cotton swab you bought at the 99-cent store to save a few cents, digging it in your ear, realizing this generic cotton swab in the ear feeling is the closest thing you're going to get to any excitement on a Friday night, and you relish in this generic cotton swab in the ear feeling until suddenly it changes. Becomes a harsh cocktail straw in the ear feeling. And now you realize you're not hearing so well out of that ear anymore, like everything's underground, underwater, and when you pull the generic cotton swab from your ear, you realize the cotton tip is no longer there, but now stuck in your ear. And not thinking clearly, you stick a finger in to dig it out, but that only pushes the cotton further into your ear canal. So you grab a pair of tweezers to pull it out, but you can't turn your head around far enough. Definitely not like Linda Blair in The Exorcist to examine your inner ear in the bathroom mirror. So drop the tweezers, run through your apartment, jump up and down, praying the cotton swab will simply dislodge from your ear, fall to an object like a Newton's gravity experiment. And when it doesn't happen, you pick up the phone and start calling friends. But not all your friends. Only the 1 or 2 really close ones that won't whack their asses off when they hear what's happened to you. But when you pick up the phone to call those friends, all you get are their answering machines because, of course, it's a Friday night and they're all out engaged in much more productive, provocative activities than getting generic cotton swabs stuck in their ears. And as crazy as it seems, you now realize you're going to have to drive yourself to the emergency room to get this little piece of cotton removed from your ear. So, put your clothes back on, jump in your car, get out on the freeway, you should watch all the cars around you. How their headlights, taillights float ecstatically through the ether of Friday night. Let's get it on electricity as you, the still not yet an urban legend, drive yourself to the emergency room. And when you get there, when you tell the white smocked attendant why you're there, she gives you a look. The look that says, I hope this isn't how you spend all your Friday nights. The look that says, I want to laugh at you, pity you, spending you for being here at almost midnight on a Friday night with the generic cotton swab stuck in your ear when there are much more serious cases like gunshot wounds, stabbings, car accidents for me to deal with. Then the white smocked attendant has you take a seat until another white smocked attendant comes for you. Except it's some guy that looks like David Bowie. Except if David Bowie were a short, well-tanned, bottle blonde Filipino with a slight limp. So you go to this different David Bowie, dreaming of diamond dogs and scary monsters as you follow him down winding, snaking, fluorescent corridors as code blues and other commands crackle over the intercom. And when you get into the bowels of the emergency room, where they're all doctors, nurses rushing around, treating patients in flimsy blue curtained off rooms, the short, well-tanned, bottle blonde Filipino David Bowie with a slight limp puts you into your own blue curtained room. Barely gives you a second look because to him, you're just another patient. Still not yet an urban legend because he says, matter of fact, that a doctor will be with you soon. And when he leaves, you touch the flimsy blue curtains surrounding you. Realize that that's the only thing separating you from the more seriously injured. That the line between life and death really is quite fine. Fine as those flimsy blue curtains surrounding you. And just as you're about to pull those curtains open, cross over to the other side, that's when the doctor or nurse arrive. And when you tell them why you're there, the nurse says, you know, I've only heard of this happening before, but I've actually never witnessed it. And now here you are, some guy with a Q-tip stuck in his ear. I mean, you're like one of those urban legends. This is great. And when the nurse says those words, you realize they're the words you've been waiting to hear your whole life. The words that no longer make you feel like a bottom feeder down in the dark depths of the popularity food chain. Instead, those words leave you exalted, raised to new glorious heights. You enter into the pantheon of urban legends, right up there with Altoids and sexual aids, Attack of the Camel Spiders, gerbils and Richard Gere's butt. And before you can think of another legend, yeah, company the doctor's already grabbed a pair of tweezers, plucked the cotton from your ear and said, there, you can go home now. And you sit there stunned, almost wishing there'd been more trouble, like putting you under the microscope under anesthesia and disturbance in the surgery, anything but treatment, sitting in this flimsy blue curtained up room, the doctor showing you the kind of good stuff, the may as well spit a bullet in your head for all the pain and fear to drawn up in you. But relax, don't sweat it, because you're an urban legend now. Right up there with junior high sex bracelets, the Eye of God Helix Nebula, Mr. Rogers is a Marine sniper Navy SEAL. So, you pulled out of the hospital, jump in your car, get back out of the freeway, you float ecstatically above the ether of Friday night, let's get it on electricity. You take the car up to 90, the engine screams louder than murder, louder than great sex, you rock past all your friends and other partiers, insomniacs and romantics. Go ahead, drive faster. Take the car up to 100. Show everyone around you you're much wilder, crazier than the rest of the skulls in this city. Show them you're a force to be reckoned with. Right up there with Hawks with the hairy hitchhiker, cyanide waste deposit envelopes. Go ahead, you can do anything now. You're invincible. You'll live forever in people's imagination. Be the stories passed back and forth over the internet, over the Alps, water cooler, over after work cocktails. Go ahead, live it, breathe it, be it, say it. You're an urban legend now.